Hey everyone, welcome to Girls in AI Hack 2020 by Teens in AI. First of all, I would like to thank Suhana and Teens in AI community for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share something with you all. So now, who am I? My name is Priyanshu Ratnakar. I am from India. I'm a cybersecurity practitioner, or you can say a researcher. I do bug hunting, pen testing, and I'm a speaker. I'm also an entrepreneur, founder of an internet startup named Protocol X. We provide R&D services. So that's all basic about me. So now, as you heard, I'm a cybersecurity guy. So today I will be talking about artificial intelligence for cybersecurity, like how AI can improve in cybersecurity, how AI improves cybersecurity, main challenges cybersecurity faces today, and how AI helps and more. So now let's begin with our topic. As you guys know, technology at an inflection point in history. AI and machine learning are advancing faster than society's ability to absorb and understand them. At the same time, computer systems that employs AI and ML are becoming more pervasive and critical. These new capabilities can make the world safer and more affordable. Just and environmentally sound, conversely, they introduce security challenges that could imperial public and private life. Though often used interchangeably, the terms AI and ML refer to two unrelated concepts. Coined in 1950s, AI is the field of computer science that refers to program intended with model intelligence, and machine learning is a specialized branch of AI. The challenges are manifold. AI systems need to be secure, which includes understanding what it means to be secure. Additionally, AI technology could change the current asymmetric defender versus adversary balance in cybersecurity. The speed and accuracy of these advances will enable the system to act autonomously, to react and defend at a wide speed, and to detect, overact, and convert adversarial and recognition and attacks. Therefore, securing the nation's and world's future requires sustainable research investment in both AI and cybersecurity. We are using AI in our day to day life. For example, fingerprint. We all use smartphones, or in also our schools. We use a fingerprint scanner to make our attendance or to unlock our smartphones. There, we use AI, facial recognition. In smartphone or in some offices, they use a facial recognition system to unlock the gates or unlock the phone or unlock any device. Security and surveillance. Organizations uses AI model and monitor the behavior of system users. The purpose of monitoring the interactions between a system and users is to identify takeover attacks. These are attacks where malicious employees steal login details of other users and use their accounts to commit different types of cyber crimes. AI learns the user activities over time such that it considers usual behavior as abnormalities. Whenever a different user uses the account, AI-powered system can detect the unusual activity patterns and respond either way by locking out the user or immediately alert user system admin of the changes. And next one is antivirus. Antivirus tool with AI capabilities detect network or system abnormalities by identifying a program exhibiting usual behavior. Malware programs are coded to execute functions that differ from standard computer operations. AI antiviruses leverage machine learning tactics to learn legitimate program interact within an operating system. As such, whenever malware programs are introduced to network, AI antivirus solution can immediately detect them and block them from accessing system resources. This contrasts from signature-based traditional antiviruses, which can scan database to determine whether a program is a security threat. One more I would like to mention is scanning emails. Cybercrime prefer email communication as the primary delivery technique or malicious link and attachment used to conducting phishing attacks. So, and Simon Tech states that 54.6% of received email are spam and may contain malicious attachment or links. Anti-phishing emails and with the help of AI and machine learning capabilities are highly effective in identifying phishing emails. This is by performing in depth inspections on links additionally, such as anti-phishing tools, simulate clicks on sent link to detect phishing signs. They also apply abnormality detection technique to identify suspicious activities in all features of sender. These include attachment links, message bodies, among other items. Now, moving toward our next topic, the role of AI in cybersecurity. Just as AI systems need innovative cybersecurity tools and methods to improve their trustworthiness and resiliency, cybersecurity can use all to increase awareness, reacting real time, and improve its overall effectiveness. This includes self adaptation and adjustment in the face of ongoing attacks that alter the current attacker versus defender asymmetrics. Strategies that identify when adversaries' weakness, use absorption methods, and gather less learned can use AI to categorize various kinds of attacks and inform adaptive responses. Artificial intelligence has influenced every aspect of our daily lives. Nowadays, thousands of tech companies have developed state of art that AI powered cybersecurity defense solutions, especially designed and programmed by ethical hackers and penetration testers. The artificial intelligence used in such solutions help prevent cyber attacks from even happening by predicting them the potential risks. And even every tech app or service we use contains at least some type of artificial intelligence or smart learning technology. At least in most cases, it has now of a high possibility of connecting almost every electrical devices to internet to create our own personalized smart environment, all thanks to recently announced fifth generation speed networks and rapid advancement in machine learning in order to improve the overall efficiency and performance of the task these IoT devices are set to. They have to communicate and exchange information with each other repeatedly. AI is suited to solve some of the most difficult problems, and cybersecurity certainly falls into the category with the today's ever evolving cyber attacks and proliferating of devices. Machine learning and AI can be used to keep up with the bad guys, automatic detecting the threat and responding more efficiently and traditional software driven approaches at the same time. Cybersecurity presents some unique challenges. A vast attack surface, tens and hundreds of thousands of devices per organization, hundreds of attacks vectors, big short forms in number of skilled security professionals, and masses of data that have moved beyond of human scale problems. A self-learning AI cybersecurity posture management system should be able to solve many of these challenges. Technology exists to properly train a self-learning driven system to continuously and independently gather data from across your enterprise information system. That the data is analyzed and used to perform correlations of patterns across millions of billions of data of signals relevant to enterprise attack surfaces. Now, moving towards our next topic, like how AI improves cybersecurity. With the use of AI, most of the tasks are automated, and these AI powered apps are used in every sector like healthcare, education, military, etc. The data from these smart devices is collected from a set of sensors such as heat, light, weight, speed, or noise. The machine learning technology is directly connected with the security of digital services and our data information. There has been a extensive progression in artificial intelligence sector, and in today's modern age, where all our devices are connected either on internet or some other modes of networks, the risk of cybersecurity issues and the need of artificial intelligence solutions have skyrocketed. The result is new level of intelligence feeding human teams across diverse category of cybersecurity, including IT asset inventory. Getting a complete, accurate inventions of all devices, users, and application with any access to inform system, categorizing and measurement of business critically also play big roles in inventory. Second, trade exposure. Hackers follow trends just like everyone else. So, what's the fashionable with hackers changes regularly? AI-based cybersecurity system can provide up-to-date knowledge of global and industry-specific threats to help make critical prioritization decisions based not only on what could be used to attack on your enterprise, but based on what is likely to be used to attack your enterprise. Controls effectiveness.
It is important to understand the impact of various security tools and security processes that you have employed to maintain a strong security posture. AI can help understand where your InfoSec program has strength and where it has gaps. Now, breach risk prediction, accounting for IT asset inventory, threat exposure, and control of effectiveness. AI based system can predict how and where you can most likely to be breached, so that you can plan a resource and tool allocation towards area of weakness. Perspective insights of derived from AI analysis can help you configure and enhance controls and process to most effectively improve your organization system resilience. Now, incident response. AI powered system can provide improved context for prioritizing and response to security alerts, for fast response to incidents, and to surface root causes in order to mitigate vulnerabilities and avoid future issues. And last but not the least, explainability. Key to harness AI to augment human infosec teams in explainability of recommendations and analysis. This is important in getting buy-in from stakeholders across the organization for understanding the impact of various infosec programs and for reporting relevant information to all the involved stakeholders, including the users, security operations, CISO, auditor, CIO, CEO, board directors, and everyone.
Now, autonomous cyber defense. As adversaries use AI to identify vulnerable systems, amplify points of attack, and coordinate resources and stage attacks at a scale, defenders need to respond accordingly. Current practices often focused on the detection of individual exploits, but sophisticated attacks can involve multiple stages before the ultimate target is compromised. Progress requires a top-down strategic view that reveals the attacker's goal and current status, and helps in coordinate, focus, and manage available defense resources. Consider the scenario of an attacker on a power distribution system. A phishing email is opened on a normal workstation. A malware package is downloaded, and credentials of a system administrator who logs in to repair the workstation are required. The attacker move to the power grid operator console. Then the entire distribution network is disabled. Any of the individual event can be detected, but the ability to intervene before the network is to shut down requires a top down strategic approach. This strategy would include identification of adversarial goals and strategy, intelligent adaptive sensors and deployment, proactive defense and online risk analysis, AI orchestrations and trustworthiness, AI based defenses, and AI planning requires can generate attack plans and a network of goals, sub goals, and action that disclose an attacker's strategy. Each attack will have an plan recognizer and receive sensor data, predicts events, and posits defense responses. AI is trained on search heuristics and derive on a single optical plan. However, a complete set of attack plan is required. Managing plan generation is a major challenge that warrants several possible approaches, use of Monte Carlo 7 technologies to generate a representative subset of attack plans, interleave plan generation and plan recognition, and efficiently represent the attacker strategy and tactics. Other consideration include the efficient strategies of efficient storage and maintenance of hypothesis and heuristics, and integration of intelligence and adaptive sensors detectors to help establish the top down and plan recognition process. Using a top down and strategic approach to the power distribution scenario means that a plan is generated when the attack is still in its early age and allows the defender to take action to prevent the shutdown. These defenses actions might be costly, like example shutting down the certain machine that provide useful services, or inconvenient, for example, raising the level of protection in firewall, and thus requires a cost benefit assessment. Reasoning need to be automated with a possible human in the loop supervisors, because events are extremely time sensitive And ML and AI systems improve the performance of individual cybersecurity tools. Coordination and orchestrations between multiple tools becomes increasingly important. Successful execution may require that model include interaction with other systems. These systems may involve different goals and objectives, cybersecurity tools, and intents and state of human actors. Now, predictive analytics for cybersecurity. Cybersecurity will benefit with predictive analytics that process information, both internal and external, to assess the likelihood of successful attacks. Like initial work has developed techniques for identification of adversarial operations, like early in the attacks life cycle of using data streams such as dark web and traffic or distributed logs of cyber relevant activities. Work has always begun to identify patterns and linkage among the dataset that tie together and cyber and human domains, like taking advantage of priori knowledge, for example, classified resources to augment or discover and new activities and campaigns. Further research is needed to uncover the adversary intent and capability and motivation of human operators, especially when system defenses are being attacked, like beyond just detection and success and failures factor. And information about attacks can help protect sources and methods and provide new insightful information resilience over time. Focus areas are like data sources, operational security, and successful adaptation. Obtaining the clean, labeled, and real data required to be predictive analytics in challenging. Some options like include loading the labeled result to leverage the small data sets, capturing and using poisoning and resilient data, and identifying like new cybersecurity early warnings signals using unconventional data streams and making synthetic training data and more realistic. When diverse datasets and AI analytics are used to monitor, track, and counter cyber attacks, false flags can lead to misattributions or even collateral damage. Therefore, AI analysis for cyber attacks may require a higher standard for validation that other intelligence problems like research is needed to perform multimodal analysis and cross validation and identify risks and potential flaws or gaps in the data sets or through be reasoning. AI analytics can also provide new insight that help reduce operator error in both human in the loop and human on the loop, like contents, and provide more confidence in the outcomes and help large system to adapt over time. Such analysis might be considered the internal state of system, like how regularly patches are applied and what security controls exist, like including the human operators and the level of situations awareness. The analysis would provide scenarios that characterize the prioritize and adversaries, goals, threats, and like likelihood of success, and include the predictions, rationalize, and identify exploitable weakness. Now, coming to our last topic,
How do hackers use artificial intelligence? Different artificial intelligence solutions help when our devices are involved in heavy communication under the connections of network, automatically sending our data securely to remote the cloud servers where all the data information are gathered and analyzed by the robots process in order to understand, visualize, and extract useful informations. Now, the challenges arise in safely sending this confidential data to servers as there are many potential threats and risk of hackers stealing this data, which can in turn lead a device to be used illegitimately, leaving a privacy risk. Therefore, we must have a way of securing these devices and overcoming this risk in the form of solution that revolves in high usage of AI powered applications. AI cybersecurity solutions to block phishing in IoT devices. Since we all use the web regularly, the most common medium we use to access it is an internet browser. And cyber crooks, due to their malicious nature, have found several mechanisms to deceive the innocent and unsuspecting users into providing sensitive information through phishing. This method works when a cyber crook makes a fake SMS, video, phone call, or shopping site that offers goods, products, or services at a very unbelievable price. But when a user enters their personal information like credit card or other payment information, it goes straight into the hands of web crackers, who then uses it for their own personal use, and then the innocent buyer never receives anything that they ordered. However, cyber professionals have deemed artificial intelligence such as a countermeasure for this hacking method. The AI-powered web-based filters and firewall applications are now available that upon deployment on users' device like computer, it protects the users by now even letting the users open a website that raises a flag of a little bit of insecure and suspicious thing. Machine learning coded into artificial intelligence help learn the new patterns of scams over time, and these AI-powered firewalls learn automatically new ways to protect users against advanced cyber risk. When user install these anti-scams firewall into their device like smartphones or mobile phones, then the chances of phishing related to scams are extremely reduced. AI solutions to protect identity theft. Data leaks and identity thefts nowadays are on rise, as passing time has very much revealed the shocking fact that the number of such cyber attacks is only increasing over time. As humans, we are not perfect, and we also expect keep forgetting very important things in our lives. The same goes for when it comes to protecting of data information like our password or for our different accounts, including social media, bank accounts, and so on. Since we keep uses the same password for too long, that the chances of being it break cracked by cyber crooks increase, or simply sometimes we keep a device logged in with our information, and someone else physically takes the device and can see our private information. But with the use of implementation of AI, this problem is hugely reduced, as artificial intelligence automatically determines that password of an account is being used for too long, and it is time to change. And Google is using is you have noticed it, Google sends some notifications, so keeping the users reminding that the changing passcodes regularly is vital for information safeguarding. Similarly, if an account is open and someone tries to change, edit, or modify information data, the artificial intelligence parameters and automatically triggers that the ask the users to verify their passwords. Hence, the protecting the users from ID data theft. Hackers are turning into using AI and using it to weaponize malware and attack to counter the advances made in cybersecurity solutions. For instance, criminals use AI to conceal malicious code in binning applications. They program the codes to execute at a specific time, say 10 months after the applications have been installed, or when a target number of users have subscribed to the application. This is to maximize the impact such attacks will cause. And concealing such codes and information requires the applications of AI models and deriving private keys to control the place and time the malware will execute. Notwithstanding, hackers can predefine an application feature as an AI trigger for executing cyber attacks. The feature can range from authentication process through voice or visual recognition to identify management features, and most important use today contains such as models driving a key and attacking at will. The, mal- uh, the the malicious model can be present for years without detection, as hackers with a way to strike when applications are most vulnerable. Besides, AI technology are used to they acquire knowledge and intelligence to adapt accordingly. Hackers are aware of these capabilities and leverage them to model adaptable attacks and create intelligence malware programs. Therefore, during attack, the program can collect knowledge of what prevent the attack are being useful and retain what proved to be useful. AI-based attacks may not succeed in first attempt, but adaptability abilities can enable hackers to succeed in subsequent attacks. Securing communities thus need to gain in-depth knowledge of techniques used to develop AI-powered attacks to create effective mitigations and controls. Also, cybersecurities cyber advisories use AI to execute intelligence attack that self propagate over a system of or network, and Smart firmware can exploit unmitigated vulnerabilities, leading to an increased likelihood of fully compromised targets. If an intelligent attack come across past like a vulnerability, it immediately adapts into compromising a system through different types of attacks. Lastly, hackers use AI technology to create malware capable of mimicking trusted system components, and this is to improve like stealth health. For example, cyber actors use AI enabled malware programs to automatically learn and computation of informant of organization, like patch update life cycles, preferred communication protocols, and when the systems are least protected, subsequently hackers can execute detectable attacks as they are blend with an organization security environment. For examples, TaskRabbit was hacked, compromising 3.75 million users. Yet, to investigation could not trace the attack. Still, threats are dangerous since hackers can penetrate and leave a system at will. And AI facilities attacks, and the technology will lead to the creation of faster and more intelligent attacks.
Now, coming to the end, thank you everyone for being a wonderful audience and being part of Girls in AI Hack 2021. I highly appreciate the whole team for organizing this event, and thank you, Suhana, for giving me this opportunity and inviting me to speak and present something with you all. Thank you, Elena, from Teens in AI, and every other team members. I hope you all have learned something new and got a basic idea of like how cybersecurity works in artificial intelligence and how AI helps cybersecurity. These are my social media handles. Feel free to connect with me and ping me if you have any doubts or questions. And okay, that's it. And thank you.